Hey everybody, it's the Situational Therapist. I hope we're doing well. So the Nate Robinson challenge is going around. And if you're not familiar with what's going on, I'll just briefly tell you what happened. Nate Robinson, a person who has been point guard for a number of teams in the NBA, who has won a number of slam dunk championships, who have just done amazing things in the world of basketball, 36 years old, decided to fight Jake Paul, who I think got an award for like best teen choice YouTuber at some point. Anyway, Jake Paul is a shining example of white supremacy and how white people just get to get away with everything and can be terrible people and will be rewarded for it. And so Jake Paul is just the perfect example of that. And anyone who tries to say that he's not is either delusional or isn't paying attention. Jake Paul fought Nate Robinson. Now, Jake Paul has been fighting, I hear, for a while. He has fought twice at least. And Nate Robinson has never fought anyone in his life professionally. He has been a basketball player. However, he did make a video talking about how he could beat Jake Paul.
I'm a top tier athlete. You beat me will probably be the biggest accomplishment for your boxing career. Saying that's your biggest claim to fame right now is knocking out Nate Robinson, so come do it.
And how he was going to do all of this, and he ended up getting knocked out. He got hurt really, really bad.
Shaking the hims.
Yep, he smelled blood.
No,
not Nate Robinson. Did you dirty, bro?
Now we're at this place where black culture is making fun of Nate Robinson for getting beat by a white guy. And that's the undertone. That's what's going on, no matter what people want to say. People who do not understand themselves and their psychology don't realize it. But what they're really upset about is that a black man got beat by a white guy. But there was no reason for the black guy to say the stuff that he said, unless you understand how systemic racism and toxic masculinity works. They go hand in hand. So Nate Robinson is a black man in a society that tells black men that you have to be great and perfect. And even if you are, it doesn't matter because you're just black perfect. You're just a good black basketball player. You're just a good black rapper. You're just a good black CEO. You always have that idea of race behind it because there is a clear delineation. There are two different universes for people to live in. There are two completely different perspectives. And the white perspective has been the dominant perspective for the longest time. And so black men grow up in this environment. We grow up hearing people tell us that we have to work twice as hard. We have to be twice as nice. And so it doesn't matter what accomplishments we have. It never matters. It's never enough because there's always this specter of we could have done more. Nate Robinson lost that fight the minute that he accepted it because there was never ever any way for him to win. If he won, it was because he's black and all black people can fight. If he lost, then he is a traitor to his own community. And it's just, even you can go on Twitter. I was gonna list some of the stuff, but you do your own research. Go look and see how Twitter is responding to this man. Like, I would not be surprised if this man takes his own life. Like, the way that they're talking about him is absolutely insane. Like, it's so stupid to me. I remember whenever I used to get in fights in school, there was always the cheerleaders, people around talking about, yeah, you got beat up, yeah, knowing that they could just as easily be the next person in the next week. And so just this idea that he did it because he was arrogant, yeah, that's part of it. But the bigger, larger part is that he just grew up in a society with white supremacy and toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity is the next part. This man had nothing to prove. He was chill in retirement. You don't gotta do nothing, man. You did what you were supposed to do. You don't have to prove to nobody that you are all-tier athlete. You are what you are. You don't need nobody to validate that for you, boss. You don't need nobody to tell you that you're really good at what it is that you do, except unless you listen to toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity will tell you that you're never good enough. So the Nate Robinson challenge then has become white people who have no idea what it's like to be a black man in this world, making fun of a black man who only did this because deep down inside he's suffering from post-traumatic slave syndrome. He's suffering from the idea that he has to continue to prove himself, and he thinks it's to himself. You've proven everything to yourself. Stop trying to prove shit to white people, man, and stop trying to prove shit to black people. You ain't gotta prove shit to nobody, man. But this challenge, I mean, I just can't wait for all the tone dead white allies, Black Lives Matter white folks to start doing this challenge. It's about to be great. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. They just gonna completely and totally forget about the socioeconomic context that they grew up in that would condition black folks to want to act and even be this way. It's so stupid. So that's what the Nate Robinson challenge is, and this is mine. I challenge you to call somebody out on their bullshit whenever they start doing this challenge. challenge. I challenge you to ask them, what do you think might make someone, beyond arrogance, right? Because we always want to say it's inside people. Beyond arrogance, what do you think would make a black man accept a challenge that there was no way for him to win anyway? I realize that Nate Robinson is the one that issued the challenge. What I'm saying is I think somebody in his life, maybe one of the basketball players, the people he said he was dedicating this fight to, maybe they challenged him and said, I bet you can't beat Jake Paul because they're making fun of him. I'm not sure, but something's up. This dude already had 2 years of experience on this, man. And you're old, dog. You're 30. This dude's 6'2". Like, you don't have to. So I challenge you to, when someone makes the joke about it, don't laugh. I challenge you. When someone says that he got knocked the fuck out, ask why. Ask why, outside of being a bad boxer. Ask why. Ask what would make someone want to go do that. And if their first thing is arrogance, then you need to educate them on the world that they live in. Educate them on systemic racism. Educate them on toxic masculinity. Educate them on the white gaze. That's the scariest thing I've learned since I've started going through this thing, the white gaze. The idea that even whenever, not white gay people, the white gaze, the look, the idea that I know that when I'm making my content, I have to be very careful because there are some things I can't say because I know that there are some white people who will take that and then use it as a way to say something that they don't have any business saying at all. And so that constant threat, that constant fear has me always checking my content, making sure that I'm making it in a way that is palatable to a white audience. And so if you don't understand what those pressures are like, you don't understand why that man felt compelled to say the stuff that he did say on TMZ. And so it's stupid. It's stupid to make fun of him because of it. It's stupid to even think that this fight meant anything. Nate Robinson never had a chance, man. Never had a chance. Lost the minute he got in that ring. But anyway, that's my thoughts on that. I'll catch up with you guys later. Y'all take care. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.